All right, Shalom. This is brother Yawanathan about out of Wam coming at you with another lesson. The spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shah. Lord will not pray that is edifying. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. All right, it's going to be another MOTB weekly lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, and I'm gonna get into a supposed rival company. All right, to Salakia. Let me do something real quick. Okay, a rival company to go against Elon Musk's Neuralink technology called Synchron. Okay, and Esau, he's also going to use competition, okay, to sell this micro C hip that he's trying to push on the world, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get in a little bit of this article and I'm gonna play a video. All right, Lord willing, probably get a couple of scriptures and be out. All right, so this is basically a straight to the point. This is again from Reuters. It's entitled "Exclusive: Synchron, a rival to Musk Neuralink, readies large-scale brain implant trial." Okay, and I did other lessons concerning Elon Musk's brain C hip. Okay, and you know this is alluding to prophecy. This is prophecy right here, prophetic, because the scriptures speak of how people are going to take it in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay, so this is dealing with taking it in the head, the brain, okay, or the forehead. So I'm getting into the article. It says Synchron Inc., a rival to Elon Musk's Neuralink brain implant startup, is preparing to recruit patients for a large-scale clinical trial required to seek commercial approval for its device. The company's chief executive told Reuters. So like I said, they're going to use competition, man, to try to sell it, okay? And it kind of reminds me of, because I'll be watching some of those tech videos on YouTube, like comparing phones and things of that nature, which is the better phone or which is the better laptop. Okay. Hey, the same thing with this C hip. They're going to use it to sell it. Okay. And you people are going to fall right into that trap, man. Okay. This is going to be another tool of Esau, okay, to use, okay, to try to sell this chip competition, which is the better brain C hip. All right. So let me get a scripture. I got to bring this out, man. Gotta bring this out. This is 2 Corinthians, because the prophets are going to be well aware of what Esau is trying to do, or when it comes to his beast technology. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So Satan, the spiritual counterpart is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and he's not going to get an advantage, all right, on the elect. The elect is well aware of what this devil's trying to do, because we've been teaching, like we say time and time again, we've been teaching on this major prophetic prophecy, if you will, the MOCB. We've been prophesying about it before this devil even started pushing it heavy. Okay, and now he's coming with it. All right, he's using guys like Elon Musk, all right, to help push that agenda. So we're not ignorant of this devil's devices. He's not going to get an advantage on the elect, but he's going to get advantage on you peons out here, because you're going to willingly go to the FEMA camps. You're going to take this C hip, all right, when the economy collapses, all right, and you're going hungry, man. The dollar is done. So I'm going to read again from the top. It says, "Least Satan," which comes from the Hebrew word shaitan, which means adversary or the enemy, which is Esau, in the flesh. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant." And the word ignorant means not to know, right? Of his devices. All right. And that's, in this case, that's literally, okay, the C hip. Okay. Because this devil's going to come subtilely, man. If I'm saying it right, he's going to come conniving, sneaky. okay, like a serpent trying to sell this C hip. He's going to make it look good with his left hand miracles. All right. That first patient, Elon Musk, I did a video on it, implanted, so to speak. He can play a game with chess with his mind, man. So they're going to make it look real good. And Synchron, get back to the article, is trying to do the same thing. So again, by means of competition. Okay. Salaki. Okay, it reads on. I'm not going to read all the article. I'm just going to read a little bit more. It says Synchron on Monday plans to launch an online registry for patients interested in joining the trial meant to include dozens of participants. So Monday just passed. So they probably had it already. All right, so this thing is moving. Esau's, moving forward with his agenda. It says, and has received interest from about 120 clinical trial centers to help run the study. So this devil's moving again. All right, because he has a short time. It reads on. CEO Thomas Oxley said in an interview, it says part of this registry is to start to enable local physicians, which they are physicians of no value. All right, according to Job 3:15. All right. It says part of this registry is to start to enable local physicians to speak to patients with motor impairment. See that? Trying to make it sound convenient for people who are disabled. Okay. Again, those left-hand miracles. All right. Let me read it from the top one more time. It says part of this registry is to start to enable local physicians to speak to patients with motor impairment. He said, the paralyzed. It reads on. There's a lot of interest, so we don't want it to come in a big bottleneck right before the study we'll be doing. All right, so they're gonna take full advantage of testing these brain C-hips, man. Okay, and again, by way of competition, Synchron is trying to be in a competition with Elon Musk. So I'm gonna stop it there. Okay, as far as reading the article, if you brothers and sisters want to read the rest of it, here's the title, and it's from Reuters. Okay, so in fact, I'm gonna get Revelations 13. All right, then I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna be out. All right, this is Revelations 13-16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, meaning everybody is going to be required mandatorily to take this MOTB to receive a mark, the charagma, in their right hand or in their forehead. So, all right, that's alluding to prophecy. Those brain C-hips, that's prophecy right there. Okay, it says are in their foreheads. Those brain C-hips. Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the charagma, the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, for his number is 666. So this man is moving with this agenda, man. It's only a matter of time when he gets the green light, all right, to push this thing, man, because the economy is about to collapse, and a new monetary system is going to be in the form of that C-hip, man. Okay, but we know the penalty. If you take that, you're going to be destroyed. So we ought not to take that, man. Okay, so let me go to that video. I'm going to end it off by playing this video. All right, concerning this company, Synchron. Just had it up. Let me see. Let me go to history. Had it queued up. All right, I was playing a little bit. I'm going to start from the top.
Here's how Synchron's device works.
So we're going to start the experiment, okay?
That experiment you're seeing now is something only a handful of people have experienced. Having a microchip read your mind from inside your head. it's part of a growing industry that includes Elon Musk's Neuralik, which says it just implanted its first chip into a human brain. But other devices have already proven to telepathically control computers and wirelessly operate prosthetics.
It's a fundamentally different class of medical device than anything we've ever seen before.
Here's an inside look at how two of the implants challenging Neuralink work and what it will take to get them to consumers.
Elon Musk is the kind of person who has very expansive visions of the future. His idea is we're actually going to augment perfectly healthy humans with this chip so that we can go along for the ride with AI as it advances.
It's going to be important for us to figure out how we coexist with advanced artificial intelligence.
While Elon Musk's end goal for Neuralink is wider reaching, it's starting with addressing a specific medical condition, which other leading implantable BCIs, or brain-computer interfaces, are also aiming to treat.
The technology is for people who can no longer use their smartphones. It's people whose hands don't work. So it's things like stroke, ALS, muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, severe arthritis, cerebral palsy.
These implants, right now, don't cure these issues, but they could allow someone who has lost use of their hands to, say, move a computer mouse just by thinking.
Our patients describe feeling a little bit like they're locked in their own body, their brain still working, and they want to do things, but you depend on other people to engage. So it sort of gets to like a restoration of agency, autonomy.
Tom Oxley is the CEO of Synchron, one of the 5 leading BCIs that are competing in the industry. While they vary in several ways, there's one major difference that sets them apart: invasiveness, or how deeply implanted they are in the brain.
Where neurotechnology has been developing is to try to make devices that are less invasive, but also devices that work better. Devices that can get more information in and out, devices that can target specific regions of the brain.
Neuralink's device, and others like it, have to be implanted directly into or onto the brain in order to gather more data. Synchron, on the other hand, is a stent that is implanted into a blood vessel in the surface of the brain. It's less risky than brain surgery, but the placement can affect what information the implant gets from the brain.
You know, there's a whole bunch of different ideas for what's going to give you the best brain signal readings. And, you know, from that data, can we do more? But then there's a trade-off with invasiveness. And so you have all these companies doing slightly different things, hoping to come up with sort of the best recipe.
Here's how Synchron's device works.
So I have a stentrode here, which is the electrode array that goes into the brain. So I'll just bring it out of the catheter. So you can see it opened up outside of the catheter here. So we should see it coming up in a minute. If you look down here, you'll see something coming up inside the brain now.
That stentrode, as Synchron calls their device, is a number of electrodes that pick up electrical signals that correspond with specific thoughts. Those signals run down into this chip, which is implanted in the chest. It wirelessly sends the signals to a computer that transforms them into a digital command, like a mouse click.
So where your brain previously made your hand move like mine is doing right now, it now is pushing a cursor to navigate and click on a screen.
Synchron has successfully put permanent implants in 10 patients so far as part of its clinical trials.
Sometimes you can feel it. Same as a pacemaker.
Precision, whose implant you saw in the surgery earlier, is testing a temporary version of its device. The company is using volunteers who are already scheduled for other brain operations to implant its electrode array to collect data and then remove it at the end of the surgery. Right now, the device is recording brain activity as the patient goes through the motions of rock, paper, scissors.
Patients in this study are wearing a glove on each hand that allows us to track the movement of the hand in real time with a very, very high sensitivity so that we know exactly what each finger is doing and where the fingers in the hand and the arm are in space. And we can correlate that with the electrical activity that is happening on the motor cortex just before and during and after the execution of a movement.
That data is projected onto this grid, which is like a map of the brain. These red areas are where more activity is happening with each action. This helps researchers understand how the brain activates different movements, and they can later use that data to help paralyzed patients control a computer with their minds, for example.
We can predict what's about to happen even before the patient speaks or moves.
In terms of invasiveness, Precision's electrode array is meant to slide in through a slit in the skull to sit just on top of the brain. In order to make it to market, these devices will have to prove to the FDA that they're both safe and worth the risk. And then they'll still need to get buy-in from other players throughout the industry.
We have to think about the insurance providers. We have to think about the hospitals. We have to think about the physicians who are prescribing the devices. All of these people have to get together and agree that this is the best path forward, is something that they want and they recognize the benefit of.
That process could take years, but some experts think that they could start hitting the market sometime in the next decade. While Musk's vision of putting chips into healthy brains is likely much further away than that, the uses for BCIs have the potential to expand in that time, too. Motif Neurotech, for instance, is working on minimally invasive BCI technology that could help treat mental health disorders like depression.
Where I see the future is a company, maybe Neuralink or Paradromics, that focus on high bandwidth. There's going to be companies like Synchron and Motif that focus on minimal invasiveness. Naturally, those customers are going to start to look different. At that point, I think there's going to be more competition between these companies as they start to establish who is the number one person in neurotech. But right now, I think there's room for all of us to try to find a space.
All right. So you've seen the video. All right. Again, Esau is going to use competition, all right, to try to bait people in to sell this micro C here. All right. So I'm gonna end it off there. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'll sign off by saying again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, that great minister and will. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. Throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. Say shalom and kwam yashala. Shalom.